Hey guys, so welcome back to our YouTube channel. So right now I'm at my house, but I'm about to head out to the RVs today. What I want to show you is our Sierra. We are almost finished with it and it's turning out to be so cute. I really am enjoying how these are turning out. I also will be going out to the toy hauler and showing you guys some like detailed type of things, because I did a walkthrough, but it wasn't like, I didn't get to really explain a lot. It was more just like a quick walkthrough. So in this video, I will be showing you guys some of the things that we consider. It's not just about the design. They do turn out really cute and beautiful, but we have to put a lot of, we have to put a lot of love into it, but a lot of thought about the design, the storage, the weight. And so I'm just going to talk about some of those things out there as I'm showing you. I also want to introduce to you guys our kids. We have 7 of them and we all work together to make these work. We also will be doing other videos. It may not just always be about these fifth wheels, toy haulers, vans, and RVs. I also want to say I'm so sorry because some of the before pictures are going to be up and down. So I work more with Instagram and I just started doing these YouTube videos and I'm very new at this. So I can't go back because we've actually sold a lot of them. So I can't go back and do the before pictures, first of all, because they're already designed. But just even the after ones of some of ours are up and down. So I'm really sorry. I'm trying to make it better content for you, and I will be doing that in the future. So yeah, let's go out and see what I have to show you. Okay, you guys, so I'm out in the Sierra, and if you can look and see, it's almost getting done. It's pretty much finished in this area. We just have some touch-ups to do. We are also going to be getting some blinds. In these, it's really nice to have the push-up blinds. Still trying to think if I'm doing it the light wood or some type of, or I might be doing white. I don't usually do white, but in here it might look good. Anyway, so moving on, we're going to be talking about the design that we did in the Sierra. So right here, if you can look, I'm going to be showing you some before pictures after this video, I believe. Yeah, it might be before. We'll see. But anyways, I'll put some before pictures up. I'm so sorry, but I did do the pictures like that. And that will also be with the toy hauler. They are like this, the before pictures. But I'm getting better. Okay, so let's start out with the beams. So in this particular one, we went with the beams going this way, and I went with the light wood. It really turned out. I was kind of scared about that just because I like to go with more of the darker wood, but this turned out really sweet. So I'm excited to see how the rest of it's going to be turning out. Okay, so the beams, not the beams, but the open shelves we did. Okay, a lot of people make this like a big deal. It really is not a big deal. Open shelves are very nice, especially people that are buying ours. They're usually living in them. So they're probably driving maybe once or twice a year. Even if it's more than that, all you just do is you take your bin and you put it down. If it's going to be more driving on the road like once a week, yeah, that could get annoying, and so you might want to consider getting a different type of design. But for us, we get the people that are living in them, and this just makes it more homey. So I'm going to explain what we did here. So this was a huge, not a wall, but it was a cabinet, and we didn't have this counter space. So in this particular one, I really thought that the counter space was needed, and if you can tell, it really turned out really sweet. So I really like how it turned out. We also gave an option for a dishwasher because those people are liking to put those into them. So the dishwasher can easily be put right here, and then I did a big open cabinet just to add whatever storage you want. So it's not a lot of storage, but you know, you have just a regular storage that was normally with this. So if you have to just make a choice, either dishwasher, which is also going to have storage for your dishes, or no dishwasher and have your drawers. But you have to imagine, I did add all this counter space. So cooking wise, just overall more storage. I also want to mention that this originally was cut off right here. So what I had to do is switch the refrigerator, just because when the slides closed, and you want to consider all these things. So imagine if I paid for my quartz countertops and then we couldn't close the slide. First of all, we wouldn't be able to get the refrigerator out without busting this. So you really want to consider all of this into your design. The refrigerator, everything has to be able to close in, because even when you're just hauling it once, you're going to want to be able to close it. So this ended, what I chose in here was to have a little bit smaller refrigerator, and there are no knobs on this one, door handles. And this is just giving, if you can see, extra space. So you could actually, depending who it is, you wouldn't even need a table. You can go with a different design and do a longer couch and have just island space with 2 more chairs right here. I also went with a farm sink because it's cute and because it does have more dishes you can put in, so this made it more home-like too. So my goal when I'm making these is to make it feel more like home, make it look more brighter, make you want to be in it more, especially those who are living in it. And so that's what I'm considering. I also give options for, like, this one is a bunkhouse. The beds are small, so people are going to be having probably smaller kids. And I see a lot of people doing homeschooling. Personally, I homeschooled, my sisters homeschool, and these type of things are very much, you're really wanting more storage and you're wanting more tables, you know, desks and whatnots. So right here I decided to leave the bench, and all of that opens up and there's a lot of storage in those. So there, that would be that. Moving to the microwave. Microwave, once again, our if you watch all our other videos, or if you just know, if you see some of our other pictures, this is our signature thing. We hide our microwave. And once again, this just gives it an extra nice, cute little design. So, I think I said pretty much a lot. I want to go into this room. It is a little dark, so we're going to see how the lighting goes. So just follow me over here, and we'll see how the lighting is. Okay? This is the bunk rooms, and we are not finished with it. It's not so bad of lighting, but, yeah. So, I'm going to show right here the storage. Right now, I found these at, where was it, Target for $5. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the design that we do, like I consider when I'm in here. For instance, this is supposed to be a TV. Personally, I wouldn't really have a TV for my kids. So what I would go with would be, you know, depending on the age, you could put a pole here for a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old and put some clothing. If you don't want that to be there, I would simply add these little storage things. And I would put some crayons. I mean, you can even put socks and underwear in these, just depending on what you're wanting, or just art supply. Okay, right behind here is the ladder, and if you choose to have a TV, you can always add that, incorporate that there, because the ladder can just be out for decoration. So there's already storage. I do want to mention that I would put right here something like an IKEA. I know IKEA isn't the most sturdiest, and it's not like, a lot of people say it's cheaply made, but IKEA stuff, like furniture, works really well because of the light weight. And then it gives extra dresser for more kids. Okay, so I forgot to mention, these things are actually from IKEA. I'm sure you can find them somewhere else, at like Marketplace, but these are, or even Amazon. These are very handy for RVs and fifth wheels. Why? Because you can put so much things in here. You can do fruit, vegetables, and you can just put those little hooks. And what I would consider is putting them like right here. So you can have vegetables. I mean, I can name many things. People who keep their bags, people who want socks, you know, just, they help a lot. And you just put those little hooks up and you can put them around here. And also thing that I will mention is there's a knife rack that you could put here that can easily save you some extra storage for knives that are metal and they just stick there. Okay, so right here, people have asked me, that I've seen my pictures on Instagram, they have asked me if this originally was here. No, it was not. So this part was here. And I'm just going to make it really simple. I did a drawing, and I have this drawing of this arch that I've been wanting to do, and my husband was able to understand my drawing, so he did a really well job. So what he did was he just took this little arch and carved it right here for me. And we did a backsplash of the same so we can tie it in to the shiplap over here. And then we just did some extra shelves because, once again, shelves are very important. If you're going to take a space down for the sake of design, incorporate some type of storage. That is one of my tips. Also, I would say another tip is to make sure that the couches can pull out into beds. And you want them to be lightweight. So once again, IKEA wouldn't be so bad for one of these things because of the lightweight. So I hope I didn't say too much in this video. The bedroom is not quite done, but I will go and do a little walkthrough through it. But right now I want to go over to the toy hauler and show you guys what I have over there. So not quite done with this bathroom or the bedrooms, but I'll just show you. So what we did in here was we painted this with a special paint for showers, and then we used these, which we've used in our Montana, and they work very well and they hold up. And I have to put a mirror, and then we have to do all of our touch-ups. This is the same quartz that we used out in the kitchen. And I really liked how these turned out in here. So we're gonna have to fill that hole. And yeah, I don't know if I said what type of paint we used in here, the doors and everything, but we used evergreen fog, so. Hey Isaac!
Hi.
So how old are you?
12.
And so what's like some things that you love doing?
Going outside, going to school.
Okay, Isaac. Let's go meet. Who else are we gonna go meet? Hey Noah.
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm 8.
Okay, so do you like working on the RVs? Well, you don't really work too much, but
No, not really.
what's your favorite part about the RVs?
The looks of it.
The what?
The looks of it.
Oh my. Livy! Hey Josh, so this is Joshua. How old are you, Josh?
3.
What's your favorite part about helping out with the RVs?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. You want to say anything to...
No.
No? Okay. Hey Elijah. So he is my oldest son, and you'll see him a lot in my videos. He helps me a lot. He's a great blessing, and yeah, so. Okay guys, so this is Jake and Angie. Angie's my oldest, and Jacob is my 3rd oldest. Jacob helps me a lot in there, just doing the floors, and yeah, him and Elijah are like our right hand, and Angie does a lot of other different things, so you'll see them in our videos, so yep. Okay, I forgot to say, before I pull all this down, I take a picture of all this. Like, say you like the setup and you want to keep it like that. What I do is I take a picture, so then I'm just like looking at the picture and I quickly put it back instead of like saying, what did I do? Where did I put this? Or I'll give the picture to my kids and I'll be like, here's the bin, put all this back on the shelf for me, and it's really quick and easy. So that's a little tip. Okay, so once you have measured where you're putting your beam, you cut the wood to that size, and then you want to notch it out right here. I like my beams to look real, so I have the illusion, so I actually want it to stick out. I also want it to look old. I like to go for the old railroad tie look, maybe not so beat up depending on where I'm putting it. After we do all of that, what we do is we take, what is that tool called again? A planer? Okay, so that roughs it up instead of beating it with the chains, but that also helps too. And then the last thing we do is we torch it before we stain. And that really helps give it that more older look. This wood that we're using is whiteboard. And the reason I chose this one is because I'm going for a lighter color this time. So that's kind of like what it's going to look like before it's stained. I really loved what we used last time, which was pine or cedar. It was cedar, but it has a red look to it when you put any type of stain on it, so we had to stay away from that. And I will show you once we put it on. now I'm in the toy hauler and it's really hot. It's like 100 degrees here. We do not have the AC running. But, okay, so let's start off with the hood. A lot of people ask me these things. I forgot to talk to you about that. I know you guys see that we do different designs with the hoods, but we latch them. We put a little latch underneath so that when you're driving around, it's not like banging and hitting. So we have a little latch underneath here. Okay, speaking of things banging around and hitting, I'm going to talk to you guys about the lights. That's another thing you guys really want to consider when you're designing these. So for instance, these ones are okay to like kind of turn around. Actually, we had to go get this weighed and tested, so one of these lights I see has kind of got a little, that one fell down a little. But it's okay because they're not going to break. Now the ones in the Sierra, I put them stationary, so they're not going to break. They actually are going to hold. Now if you have glass, you know, you're going to want to be careful with that. They will break. Okay, let's see where else I'm going. There was the countertops. I get questions about the countertop. In here particularly, they ask me if this is quartz or marble or what is it. We actually left this. So whenever there is a time for you to be able to leave something that is good, or you can work around that design, like if the floors are good, I definitely recommend you guys doing that because you're going to save money, you're going to save time, and to be honest, the design can just look really beautiful with just working around some of the things. So a lot of people are like, oh, I gotta have the quartz, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. No, first of all, this weighs less and it actually looks really pretty. So what I did was I worked with the colors in this particular countertop, and I did it kind of to blend it and match into this. Okay, the backsplash. Let's go over this a little bit. So yes, I did do this. I did not use stone, you guys. I hope you can see because it gets dark in this corner. And I exposed some of the stone. It's a faux stone. It's a sheet, and I'll show you in a second. What I did was I used mortar. And if you guys want to see, I did a DIY on my Instagram where I literally did it and I showed you what I did. It's something really quick and easy, and you guys can definitely do it if you like it. If you don't like it on the stone, there's other ways that you can put it on other things like your brick or like my fireplace. So if you look, this is actually shiny, because you have to consider that this is going to be having splattering your cooking there. So you need to also consider, like, you know, over here or the fireplace, you're not going to have so much cooking. So what I did was I put an extra coat of clear here and over here so that I can easily wash off if it was mine, to wash off the any kind of dirt that gets on there or food. Up here, you didn't really have to do that because it's going to be clean decoration. Okay, over here I incorporate the, this stone was already here. This was like a weird looking brick. I don't even know what to call it. So what I did was I took my mortar, did the same type of thing, and I just put it on here. Like I said, there is a DIY, and how you expose the brick is as it's drying, you kind of wipe it off with a sponge. So that's something to say. So what I'm going to show you is where I got it. This is from Amazon. This is what it looked like. And I'll put a picture up in somewhere, I think before this, of what it looked like when we put it up. So we just put it up over there, and we used very small little nails, and then because I was grouting it with the mortar, you don't see it. So I've just used this. Lightweight, guys. You want to go with lightweight in these. I know everything is so, you know, rich and looks, you know, you're thinking, oh, I gotta have the best of this. But when you're in these, you gotta consider weight. And a lot of people don't, you know, think about that. You don't want to have all that extra weight. Quartz weighs a lot. So if I'm going to be doing quartz, I have to take out, you know, something else that's heavy. You have to like switch it around. If you're going to take off a shelf and you're going to need that storage, you're going to have to open up somewhere where that storage can be. Once again, no big deal. People ask me all the time, why did you get rid of your cupboards when you're driving? First of all, when you're driving, you're not going to have your glass driving around with them banging around inside of the cupboard anyways. So once again, get your container, put it down into there. Okay, lightweight, and you also want to go with what I consider when I'm doing the furniture in here. You want to go with comfort, because most of the time it's like your only type of sitting spot. And you want to go with function. So this is not a pull-out couch, but it's comfortable. But I mean, look at that. It's very comfortable, and you can easily fit somebody, a guest that's coming, and sleep. So you want to consider the function. Okay, paint. This is what opens up the space, you guys. A lot of people are also asking me, why did you do white paint? I have a lot of kids. I have a lot of kids too, and I understand. They get fingerprints. So I do white paint because it's going to really open up the whole space. That's the first thing that's going to make the hugest change. Then you want to go with your accent color. This is my accent color in here. You could even do these white too. It might be in a bigger space. It might look more if you have too much white. You need to have some kind of accent color to tie it all in, and that's what's going to bring you that warmth and that comfort. Okay, so I know this video might be getting boring, but I'm trying to get to the point of what to consider when you're doing these. So the white paint that I use is satin. Satin washes off. You do not want to do eggshell. That for sure will be a pain if your kids are touching it and you're wiping down the walls. You're going to have water spots. Most of the time the handprints don't even come off. So do not do eggshell. That's the cheapest grade of paint. You want to do satin. So semi-gloss you do not want to add on your wall just because it's going to put every little like dent. It's going to really make it look more, it's just going to make it, bring it out more, and you don't want to have that. So, but I do semi-gloss on my lower cabinets. I didn't do it on this, but on my lower cabinets, and then in your bathroom you can also consider doing a semi-gloss. It's really important. Okay, let me see. Okay, these doors. There we go. The doors are from Amazon. You know, you guys, I looked for some special doors for a long time. They were not on Amazon a year ago, and then they just like popped up. So I can't tell you if they're going to for sure be there, but they just might. But they are from Amazon. I don't know. I haven't looked at them, so I don't know if they're there right now, but that is where they're from. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be trying to load more. Like I said, sorry for the before pictures. They are like this, but that's all I have, and I can't go back on the other ones. So that's all I can show you right now. But I hope you like everything, and make sure that you keep following me and subscribe, and I will try to upload more videos for you. So bye!